How's it going? And I am live. Let me just check if you hear me and you see me. How's it going? Do you hear me? Do you see me? Yes. Good. I am live and I'm so excited for just giving a bit of time for people to join. The time on my site is 12:05. This is the first time I am going live and I'm learning to figure things out so quickly just so that I can share these materials with you. That is through my personal discovery and practice, daily practices, really. These are like lifelong practices that I'm trying to share with you in bite size. Yes. So if you are watching and if you hear me as well, please write me a comment just to tell me, hey, I see you, I hear you. How's it going? Oh. Yes? Okay. Oh, I get a thumbs up. Is that from you? Okay. I'm going to go right ahead and start presenting to you. So my friends, this is going to be an interactive session. Wherever you're watching from, feel free to write comments and give me thumbs up, just so that I know there's some of you on the other side who's watching and gaining value from what I'm about to share. So wherever you're watching from, if you can type hello and where you are. I am recording this live from Malaysia. Over here, we have strict lockdowns and rules to stay at home unless there are emergencies. Pretty exciting times. So I thought, yes, coming online to share with you will be one way to create conversations and build a community of people who share and inspire each other to keep learning and growing. So to make this a fun session for you, please prepare 4 things. I need you to prepare an A4 paper, pen, pencil, a chair, and small towel. A chair and small towel. Okay. All right. While you're getting that ready, let me tell you a story. So the other day, I'm reading a comment. The other day, I was going for a run with my dogs at a nearby lake garden. It was a beautiful day filled with green and blue landscapes. There was a particular tree that caught my attention because its roots were solid and its leaves are graceful and its branches are like super flexible, moving with the wind. So to me, this tree is a symbol of freedom. There's so much grounding going on and reaching towards the sky that brings so much freedom just by watching at it. So I was just thinking, like, how can I also gain more freedom in my body, inspired by nature? So I realized freedom starts in my feet. And this is the exciting thing now. We're going to head on and do a quick exercise. If you can, grab your A4 paper. Fold it into 4, like so, 4 sections. So half, half, like this. Open it. This part I just have to tell you, and then you go ahead and do it on your own. Step on this piece of paper. Trace the outline of your foot with a pencil or a pen. So if you're doing it on the floor, just step on it on the floor and then trace yourself. I have taken a shortcut by doing that earlier. So I prepared my own paper. Wow, every time I pick up the paper, the light changes. So you see nothing. Let me bring it closer. You still see, there you go. You see better now. So in this piece of paper, I've labeled 1, here we go, 2, this is the big toe side, big toe side. This is the little toe side, number 2. And then at the bottom, 3 and 4. So these 4 quadrants, oh, hi, Stanley. Nice to see you. So we're doing an exercise. I'm not sure when you're joining me, but we are doing an interactive, the whole session is interactive, and I'm just about to invite people to draw an outline of their feet. Because I was sharing that feet symbolizes freedom, just like the roots of a tree, from there growing strong upwards. So we're trying to start by getting to know our feet. So drawing our feet helps us to really look at how our feet looks like. Those are like my toes. I always feel weird looking at my own toes. So 1, 2, quadrant 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Now, so this whole session, we're talking about relieve pain in your knees just by walking right. And I'm starting with the feet. It'll all make sense in a while. Please bear with me. So when we are stepping, I want you to think about which part of your foot do you place on the ground first. Go ahead, stand up and think about, just look at your feet and like, which part of my foot do I step with? Is it quadrant 3, 4? Is it 1, 2? Is it 2, 4? This is the part where it's better if I actually have a PowerPoint presentation, right? But this can be fun too. Okay, so write down in a comment which part of your foot do you habitually place on the ground first when you step. We're not even talking about walking yet. We're just talking about stepping on the ground. Which part of your foot goes onto the ground first? Yeah. I wonder if I could scroll up. So I realized in my work with a lot of my students, I realized people step on, there are many ways. People step on 1 and 2. People step on 1 and 3. So go ahead and play with that. If you step on 1 and 3, what happens to your knees? Let me just play with that as well. If you step on 1 and 3, there's a tendency to like knock your knees in. Whoa, my knees just cracked just because this is not a natural alignment for the knees. And then if you step on 2 and 4, the knees tend to splay out, and therefore going away from your center. When you go away from your center, from your midline, it actually creates a weakened state in your core and actually pulls your body away from your center, out of alignment. If you understand all this, if not, don't worry. Just know that there are people who habitually step on point 1 and 3, and then 2 and 4. And that affects the way you load weight onto your knees. Okay? And some people walk on their heels on number 3 and 4. And when you do that, your weight falls back, and therefore adding pressure on the back of your knees and adding load on the back of your lower back. And then you wonder why sometimes when you walk, you feel pain in your lower back. Obviously, there are many many reasons for that, but today we're really focused on how you can step your feet down in a way that relieves pain and pressure and tension in your knees. So I'm going to invite you to think about changing the way you step and make it a habit by stepping on number 1 and 2. So if you go 1, 2, lower down 3, 4. Obviously now I don't have a camera focusing on my feet. That's why I have this. So think about stepping on section 1, 2, and then lower down section 3 and 4. It's through daily practice that can become a habit. And once you feel comfortable stepping on 1 and 2, when I practice that, I often feel like a horse. You know, if you have an image of a horse walking, they always pick up and place the front of their foot down first. So it becomes like a horse. And then from there, translate that habit into running. Now, I understand if you have knee pain or pain in any part of your body, running is the last thing you want to do. Exercising is the last thing you want to do because there's just so much pain. And so my approach to fitness is first removing the pain from your body, or at least attending to it. When you attend to it, you care for it and have these techniques that I'm about to share to remove the pain, and then move on to progressively level up in your fitness game. Okay, so I'm excited about that to help you level up. So after practice stepping, you see, I'm so new at this. I'm so late in like changing my notes for you. Practice stepping. That's tip 1. It's called practice stepping. Every day when I'm walking my dogs, I practice stepping. In my mind, PS, PS, PS. Step, 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 step. And after practice stepping, there's another skill that I want to share with you. How are we doing with time? Okay. I have 6 more minutes. After we practice stepping, I want to share with you one more tip that you can, and in fact, it's an exercise that you can do every day just to strengthen your feet. Yes. This little tip is what I normally share with my students in my mini course. There's a whole section that I dedicate to feet, ankle, and knees. Just because, you know, a lot of our wellness comes from these body parts, the support body parts, right? And today in this session, I'm going to pull out one exercise that if there is one thing you could do every day, it would be this. Grab a towel. This is my towel. So I want you to think about placing it on the ground and then picking it up. This is the part where I probably need to move my camera. Just give me a moment. Placing the thing down. Okay, so with the towel on the ground, I'm using the chair as support just so that I can really find my weight. Pick up the towel with the section 1 and 2 of your foot. So learning to pick up, release, pick up, place it somewhere else, release, pick up, release, and pick up. Once you're very good at this and you feel comfortable, feel free to extend. So we're practicing extension. And then bend. So as you bend, really think about bringing the heels to the butt without using your hands. So really using your strength of your knees and hamstrings to pull it in. And then extend again. I feel like I'm doing a dance now. And squeeze. And extend. And squeeze. Good. Let's try that on the other feet. Pick it up. Release. Woo. Get up. Release. pick it up, release. Once you're there, extend, and then extend, and bend. And then if you want, you can play around with it. Just really learning to engage your feet. There you are, my friends. Oh, I wish I could see what you're doing. So a lot of times, movement exercises are so visual that when I share something, I find joy in watching how you attempt the same exercise. But never mind. This is a live session. It's one way. I'll consider doing a two-way thing next time, so we have more interactions, yeah? All right. So I want to invite you to think about how many hours do you spend on your feet every day? For me, it's about 10 hours. Yeah. For some people, could be more, could be less, but let's just say average. You spend 10 hours on your feet in a day. And that is 10 hours of taking golden steps that can either create pain or less pain for your knees. So it's like more pain or less pain. It really depends on how you're placing your feet through practice stepping, PS, and how well you engage your feet. So I've written here PS engage, which is something that I invite you to practice. PS, practice stepping. PS engage is to reduce pain and restore knees. The English here is a little bit sketchy, but restore vitality of your knees. Let me just restore vitality of your knees. There you go. Learning as I go. All right. Moving on. Okay. So we were talking about how many hours you spend on your feet, and so I invite you to coming back to what I was saying earlier, to make it a habit to practice this. And how, if you're walking to your car, think about practice stepping and engage. Walking to open the door, close the door, because these are things we do every day without paying much attention to. Preparing your coffee in the kitchen while cooking, constantly working on that little muscle groups in your feet. Yeah, this is my feet right here. So I'm constantly using and waking up those muscles, just so that when I need to run and do something that has got heavier load onto my body, my feet is prepared to carry me through the exercises or jumps, right? So when I first hurt my knee, I remove any movement that requires me to jump. So I stopped jumping and I stopped doing high impact movements. But as soon as I discovered this, I'm able to climb mountains again, I'm able to run, and I'm able to do squats. Now, squats, if you have knee pain, is one of the things you really want to avoid, because it's like, should I bring my knee over my toe? Should I do this? Should I do it? It's just too much worse. So I begin by just thinking about practice stepping and engaging my feet. So if this is too much to remember, just think about PS engage. So my friends, I hope my sharing has helped you, or at least inspired you, to relieve pain in your knees by walking right. The recording of this video will be posted on my Facebook page, which you're watching right now. The recording will come up. I'm sharing my discoveries with you so that you can then share your friends. So go ahead, like, share, and comment anything in the comment section once this video is over, just so that I know you got something out of it. And if you don't know what to comment, just type more, please, just so that I know I can keep sharing little nuggets of wisdom and discoveries with you in my next session. So I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you, Stanley. I hope you have enjoyed my sharing today. My name is Sasa Chian, and I'm here to help you achieve a pain-free body. Hope to see you in my next live talk. Hopefully by next Sunday. I'm planning for next one. Stay tuned. It will be posted on my Facebook page. Thank you very much. Till then, take care of your feet, take care of your knees, PS, engage. Thank you, guys. Signing off now. Comment and we can keep chatting. Bye-bye.